He says, I've tried to get into these companies, but I can't sell to them. I said, you got a problem. I said, here's the solution. He said, you have to make them constructively discontent. And he goes, what does that mean? Ernest Dichter, the father of motivation research, how people make buying decisions, around the 1950, wrote a book called Strategies for Desire. This is one of the best books ever written on how people make buying decisions. Ernest Dichter said something important. We must use the modern techniques of motivational thinking to make people constructively discontent. He said, because when you make people discontent, they take action. Now, some of you get it, some of you don't. Let me drive it home. Remember back in the day when you had an 8-track? Raise your hand if you're with me. Some of you are really in denial because you're like, I'm not going to admit that, Victor. It's my age. So remember you had the 8-track. You were happy with your 8-track. But no sooner than the audio cassette came out, you were like what? Constructively discontent. So you what? You moved over. And you were happy with your audio cassette. Then the CD came out. But here was the problem. Not a lot of people jumped over to the CD right away. That's when the marketing people went to work on your brain. And here's what they did to make you constructively discontent. They said something like this. Hey, I want you to go back and listen to your tape. He says, notice this in the background. You go back and you go. Now, what's funny about it, you never noticed it until somebody pointed it out, right? And as soon as they pointed it out, guess what? You were constructively discontent, right? And so what'd you do? You bought the CD. Now, you had the CD, you were happy with the CD. Then what happened? The iPod, the MP3 came out. How'd they make you constructively discontent with that? You tell me. How did they sell us? Convenience. You don't have to have all these CDs, or you don't have to carry all these CDs, or make it look tacky and carry 50 of them in your visor anymore, right? You know what I'm talking about. You know who you are, right? Next slide.